the trends and developments in the tourism industry, to look up to new opportunities and to explore how to implement them. I also see your convention as a fountainhead of ideas, the outcomes and declarations of which lead to the beginning of the innovative thought process in the government to review its policies, procedures and processes and to bring them in tune with the needs of the industry. After all, government and tourism industry have to work together in order to build greater resilience and to explore new frontiers to grow and develop the sector. The government recognizes the key role of tourism in socio-economic development through creation of jobs, enterprise, infrastructure development and foreign exchange earnings. We as a government are making positive changes to make India as the preferred tourist destination, and we are making improvements to strengthen and diversify the tourism economy. To position India as a global brand and to take advantage of the burgeoning global travel trade and the vast untapped potential of India as a destination and to make travel hassle-free and user-friendly, the government is keen in implementing many more innovative initiatives, and I am hopeful that some innovative ideas will emerge from the convention here. I look forward to get the final report of the Chennai declaration of IATO. Friends, India tourism is doing well. We have to look for reasons, as Mr. Kohli was mentioning. Why is it not getting translated into the business at your level? But the statistics for the first 8 months of this year paint a positive picture. And I think all of us sitting in this room should be proud of what India is doing and what combinedly what all of us are doing. The growth this year in the first 8 months has been 10.2% as against 4.4% that we registered in the year 2015. We did have a low period in the year 2015, but 2016, friends, is looking up. The domestic tourism is rising at the rate of 15%. The foreign exchange earnings are rising at the rate of 15% as compared to 12% in the previous year. And at this pace, ladies and gentlemen, we expect the foreign tourist arrivals in this country to reach a level of 9 million from 8 million, 1.7 billion domestic tourist visits from 1.45 billion tourists, and a total exchange earnings of 1,55,000 crores as against 1,35,000 crores that we registered in the year 2015. Friends, India is 40th in tourist arrivals all over the world, but we are 14th in the foreign exchange earnings. The Condé Nast Traveler of 2016 October has adjudged India as the 7th best tourist country in the world. Pata Chapter India just a week ago got the award of excellence from Pata in Jakarta. The hospitality industry is now doing relatively better. Airline is increasing at the rate of more than 20% and medical tourism more than 24%. Ladies and gentlemen, I consider it necessary to list out some of the key initiatives taken by the Ministry and the central government and to reiterate our commitments as Ministry of Tourism to all of you sitting here. The e-tourist visa is going to touch 10 lakh tourists coming on the e-tourist visa in this calendar year, which is phenomenally high, almost more than double that what registered in the year 2015. We very well remember the commitments that we have made to IATO and your office bearers about bringing up the validity period from 30 to 60 days, to making single entry to multiple entry, and to also increase the initial time of 30 days to more than 120 days. The matter is under active consideration of the central government. We have had meeting with the Union Home Minister and he has given in principle approval to all these suggestions. It's just a matter of process and a matter of time. Ladies and gentlemen, sustained media campaign is our second biggest campaign that we are going to launch. IATO and other organizations and ministry, we are working together. There is nothing which is hidden. This is the first time that the media plan of Government of India, Ministry of Tourism, has been shared with the private sector, basically to synergize the efforts that are being made to launch a aggressive media campaign all over the world. Although it was after a regrettable gap of 2 years, but we are making a good beginning, and a big marketing blitz is going to be launched, ladies and gentlemen, starting from the World Tourism Day of this year. Global channels, whether news, whether travel, the country-specific channels, print media, social media, digital, all are on our radar, and we are going to launch it very soon. Friends, growth in tourism has to be accompanied with growth in tourism infrastructure in order to achieve sustainable growth in the tourism sector. We have, as Ministry of Tourism, sanctioned as much as 3,200 crores of rupees under Swadesh Darshan and almost 500 crores under Prasad over the last 1.5 years. Just about 3 days ago, we approved projects worth 500 crores to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and so far about 1,000 crores worth of projects under Swadesh Darshan have been approved for the northeastern region. We have recently approved 100 crores for coastal circuit in the state of Tamil Nadu, where we are standing today. We are also expecting all these public infrastructure investments from the Government of India to trigger investments to make world-class facilities around the destination, to generate employment and subsequently to promote tourism. Friends, I would also like to mention that tourism promotion and promotion of investment in tourism, they have to go side by side. And therefore, we are all set to launch the first ever Incredible India Tourism Investors Summit in Delhi on 21st September. We have got a very good response so far, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to all of you. We have had almost 250 investors, both from international and from domestic area. We have registration from 1,000 delegates. We are having 27 states on board who will be participating, and we look for a good summit. This is going to pave way and to sensitize everyone that on one hand, when the demand has to be increased, the supply side has to also match with the demand. I would also like to mention, and we have discussed with your organization, FAITH, IATO is one of the members of this umbrella organization, that a mega event to promote tourism awaits us in the form of India Global Tourism Mart, being planned from 1st February to 4th February at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. It is also the first humble initiative of the Ministry of Tourism with the assistance of active partnership of FAITH and CII and other stakeholders of the tourism industry. I would also like to update, we have begun the Indian Culinary Institute for the first time in this country at Tirupati with 30 students in the first batch. The course has taken off. The multilingual tourist helpline is proving very facilitative and very useful. We have made some special efforts in the niche areas of cruise tourism, where sea cruise and the river cruising is being taken up, and now we are in the tip-off stage. The medical and wellness board signifies that we have taken some steps ahead in medical tourism also. Another area where we have worked in the past 1 year is to promote film tourism. Film in India is a campaign launched by the Ministry of INB, and NFDC, the National Film Development Corporation, has been made as the nodal agency, the single window for the film facilitation. I would also like to mention that the Ministry of Tourism and Culture have identified 100 Adarsh monuments all over the country, and we are into an integrated development of these Adarsh monuments, which also include the World Heritage Sites. We are going to provide all possible facilities, including Wi-Fi, including other facilities that are required and that are missing after the assessment of the gaps that are there in these Adarsh monuments. Thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, we are having a number of MOUs and bilateral agreements with various countries. I would like to just update the honorable members of IATO. We have had MOUs with countries like Egypt, UAE, Cambodia, Maldives, Qatar. We have had pact with India, with China, with India, visit India in the year 2015 and China visit in the year 2016. We have had joint working groups with Sri Lanka, Australia, SAARC and Cambodia in the last few months, and we have had bilateral meetings with China, Kenya, Romania, Japan, Bulgaria, Fiji, Maldives, Australia, and recently we have had the BRICS Convention in Khajuraho, where the representatives of IATO had also attended. In fact, I would also like to mention that IATO is gradually turning global, which is a very happening and is a very appreciable initiative. We had some representative from Sri Lanka. When we went to sign the attend the joint working group in Sri Lanka, we requested IATO to send some representative, and we could arrange B2B meetings with the Sri Lankan side. We had their representative in the BRICS convention, and I'm very happy to mention that the apex body, IATO, made a proposal and offer to all the countries sitting there that we can interact with your apex organization of tour operators and start working on it. Let me also tell you, all the MUs and bilateral agreements that we have signed, they have a very distinct clause that it's not just the officials of the two countries will meet each other. The organizations, the travel trade of both the countries will also interact with each other. So friends, I call upon all of you to kindly start becoming more proactive and let us work together to have more interactions with the apex bodies of those countries in which we are interested. India is the land of Buddha, and so we are promoting Buddha Trail and Buddha Circuit. Friends, we are having Buddhist conclave just about 2 weeks later. The Honorable Prime Minister of India is expected to inaugurate the event in New Delhi, followed by a visit to Sarnath and Bodh Gaya. And we have so far garnered as many as 350 delegates from all over the world for this Buddhist conclave. We are bringing up MICE destination. Let me just update you. Under Swadesh Darshan, we have approved projects for convention centers, all standalone projects of Government of India in association with the states for Khajuraho, for Gulmarg, for Patni Top and for Bodh Gaya. And this is going to instill a new sense of direction for the MICE tourism in this country. Northeast, as always, we are organizing International Tourism Mart, in which you also participate. We are inviting 100 delegates from different countries, and we are combining it with the Sangai Festival of Imphal, of Manipur, and it is being slated for 25th to 27th November this year. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that India is the premier partner country in the forthcoming world travel market. I call upon you to let us put wholeheartedly promote India and work together and make the best out of the WTM of 2016. We are also happy to inform that the DRV convention is in the last stage of decision making, and maybe before the World Tourism Day, the Ministry of Tourism and all the organizations, the travel trade, would have decided about the invitation to be sent to DRV for the convention to happen in the month of September 2017. And I would like to also mention that there had been certain issues about the perception of India. I call upon IATO, I call upon the office bearers. I just had a meeting, a discussion with Mr. Kohli, and I have told him that whatever is the outcome of IATO, whatever are the expressions of the IATO members in terms of how we can translate this growth into business for the tour operators, we are ready to interact, and we are going to meet immediately after the completion of convention and our summit in Delhi to sit together and discuss the nuances and see how we can jointly take off. I would like to, before I close, let me express my gratitude to IATO once again. Thanks IATO for giving us all the support in all spheres, whether it is media plan, whether it is representation on various committees, whether it is inter-ministerial issues. Let me also tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there is not a single day which goes where we don't meet any IATO member in the ministry for some meeting or the other. And I look forward to a continued support from this great organization.